With so many food trends that come and go throughout the years, one in particularly this year stood out among the others. It's even gotten the attention of some major fast food corporations. I'm talking about plant-based meat. A lot of companies are switching over to the plant-based products in order to branch out to their more vegan and vegetarian customers. Plant-based meats have become so popular within the recent year that it's not too hard to find them these days. You can even find them in your local grocery store. However, are these plant-based meats really that good for you? I took the time to meet with nutritionist Michelle Street to get a professional's opinion on whether or not these plant-based products are truly good for you.
Initially, the plant-based meats began not necessarily to create a healthier burger, but to help with environmental issues. Their claim was that it took less water and took less of our resources away if they were to use plant-based foods as opposed to meat products and cattle and things like that. So over time, they've also decided that if they could create something that was equal to the texture and taste of a burger, then it may also, in turn, encourage people to branch out and try more plant-based foods, because a lot of times, some other tofu and other textured protein foods that are non-meat items, often a lot of people aren't real crazy about trying the textures and things like that. So they thought, well, if we can make this be as close to a burger as possible, then maybe it would become something that people would try.
And try they have. Individuals like Maya Grant have been using the plant-based products as a means to go vegan, a way they don't completely give up their love of meat just yet.
Well, when it first came about, as far as more plant-based diet and trying to incorporate more plant-based foods into foods that we already eat now, I thought that was a good idea. Basically because, you do have a lot of people who are jumping on the train of being a vegan and vegetarian, and they need more options because nobody wants to just eat, lettuce and grains and all that other stuff for the rest of their life. They want to be able to still enjoy their food while also being aware that, this blends in with my vegan and vegetarian diet.
Having a variety of options is one thing that's made companies successful, even local companies. The trend is so popular that even major corporations have gotten involved. But are they doing it the right way? Are the major corporations' products really that good for you?
A lot of fast food restaurants that are incorporating this idea, I don't think that it's necessarily smart, because you have to look at the certain restaurants that are implementing these food fads and everything. Number one, how long is it going to last? Number two, are you guys making sure that your plant-based food is owning up to the standards of other plant-based foods? Meaning, are you sure that, this is all plant-based? And are you making sure that it's not coming in contact with other meat, if that makes sense? So at first it was a good idea, but now seeing the route that it's taken, I think they need to calm down a little bit. It's getting a bit too much.
You can buy the plant-based burgers in grocery stores and things like that, but I think the ones that are being marketed most are the new ones that are in our fast food restaurants. Mm-hmm. When I looked up the nutrition facts on the new Impossible Whopper, there were 630 calories.
In just one burger?
In one burger, 630 calories, 34 grams of fat, 11 grams of saturated fat, and there's 1,080 milligrams of sodium. So compared to just their plain Whopper, it only has 30 less calories. It only has, the plant-based burger has 11 grams of saturated fat, where the regular Whopper has 12 grams of saturated fat. So you're really not exchanging a whole lot of difference health-wise. Okay. Now, it does have fiber in it, so that's something that is positive, but it only has about 4 grams of fiber. There's different levels of fiber where if it has less than 5 grams, it is considered a good source of fiber. But if it's something has greater than 5 grams of fiber in it, then it's considered a very good source of fiber. So it just really is on the lower end of the spectrum as far as fiber, which is, it has fiber and a regular burger does not, but at least they add lettuce and tomato and things.
At the end of the day, when it comes down to it, there's no guarantee whether plant-based meat is truly good for you or bad for you. The most important thing is, if you choose to try the plant-based meat and switch over, do your homework. Speak to a nutritionist, research the meats you want to try out, and make a transition into it. If you're like me, a regular meat eater, you might not want to go full plant-based meat right off the bat. Ease into it, and make sure you do lots of research. Until next time, my name's Devonna Watson.